build connections. Build connections. It's very important, and building connections with smart people. And what do I mean by smart people? Because the definition of smart is different for everyone. Um, Smart people are effective um, in the results they are creating, in control of their emotions, and have good values. And you have smart people who have no values, and you can build a connection with them, but they are not beneficial to you in any way, because you always have to look at the situation from a situation where in the back of your mind you always have to protect yourself from these people, and it takes too much brain power to keep these people in your life. So it's easier to just surround yourself with people who have good values, because on these people you can truly build in the long term, and that's what your focus should be on. And so find people, good values, a high level of awareness, and effective. And when you surround yourself with these kind of people, you are capable of collaborating, creating win-win situations, and moving further in life, because you absorb the energy of the people around you. So once you become selective with the friends you're creating, with the people you surround yourself with, that's the moment you are evolving into a certain frequency. And if you just let the environment dictate the frequency you are evolving in, you're actually just becoming a tool from the environment. You're not in control over your own thinking and actions. And once you become selective with the people you surround yourself with, not going to school, not going to work, only mix with successful entrepreneurs that are reaching a certain level of freedom. That's the moment you're also start to become more like that. Um, for me, I rather be alone, be in my own energy, because I'm very happy being alone and being in my own energy. Um, if I'm not capable of mixing with like successful people that are, in my perspective, successful. And of course, you do not have to, only be successful to be a friend of mine, but I try to communicate with everyone and connect with everyone, but I'm always protecting my energy. So it's nice to just, talk with a random hour person for a few hours, but then I need to get back in my own energy again, because you're constantly mixing your energy. So it should be like a top priority to always um, get back in your own energy, and start taking actions and creating results from that frequency, from those habits. And that cannot be done if you're always mixing your energy. You don't have your private space. You don't have your own routines. Okay, so um, you can only connect with the right people. You can only build connections with smart people, with effective people, once you become a smart and effective person. Once you are capable of showing, hey, I have created these results in life, I have this kind of lifestyle, I have this kind of mindset. And from that space, you are capable of building these connections with people you can learn from, because a connection should always be a win-win situation. And if it's like a win-lose situation for people, like some people will accept that with a high tolerance, low level of awareness, and are not capable of seeing connections as an investment. Okay, some people see connections as something that is because they cannot be alone. They aren't enjoying being alone. They have like not fix their emotional problem. They are carrying emotional garbage, and therefore, when they are alone, they are experiencing negative feelings. Okay, so a lot of people use social situations to remove their own negative feelings, but the people who have fixed their emotional garbage, people who have worked on themselves and are happy being alone, these people actually start looking at social situations, at structures, as an investment and something that should make them better. and people who have not worked on themselves see certain situations just to fill up that hollow feeling, and uh, make their mind focused on something different for a certain period. Okay, but the moment you start to see every social situation as an investment, you will become more selective, and that's the real power. That's like the point to getting to a better timeline, is when you see every social situation as an investment. And when you're mixing with someone that's not on the frequency you want to move to, uh, just, limit the amount of energy you're mixing there, because you are constantly on a journey reaching the right frequency. And if you're not reaching that frequency by mixing with the wrong people, with reaching with the wrong connections, you are never capable of getting there. You can only fill an empty cup when your cup is full. And if you are keep pouring into people, energies, and things that are not on the right frequency, you are losing your energy, filling up other people's cup, but your own always stays empty. And that's a problem. And you should build the connections around you, but you should be highly selective in the amount of investment you are making into other energies. You should be nice to everyone. You should, respect everyone, even though, they are maybe not at the level you would consider, friend worthy. You should be nice, but you should be very accurate in predicting, okay, this is this person's life, this is their mindset, this is their frequency. How much time and energy should I invest there in that person to not lose myself? And for me, I have become very good at this, calculating the information about this person, skills, values, perspective, positivity, values, like these things, all these important things, their energy, their frequency, their belief system, and then calculating in my mind, okay, this is the amount of time, this is the amount of energy, this is the amount of positivity I could invest in this person, and this is the amount of things, golden nuggets, and things I could benefit from that. Always see a other person as something that, as an energy that can be extracted, but you are also extracting all the negative stuff and the positive stuff. So you have to understand, okay, how much negative stuff is here, how much positive stuff is here, how much can I extract, how much can I give, and then really make the prediction of is my life becoming better? Is my timeline becoming better? And you do that with every person. So every person is an investment. Every person is a door you're opening, and in that door is a certain amount of energy, skills, benefits, but also certain belief system, values, maybe addictions, a lot of things, positive and negative, that will be absorbed. And if there's a lot of negative stuff, you need a lot of alone time again to release it again and to get back to your own unique energy, and integrate the lessons that are beneficial for you. So if you open a door and there's like a lot of toxicity and only a little bit of good stuff, it's like not worth it opening that door. It's not worth it, keeping that connection. But if you're opening a door, this person is very positive, has a lot of positive skills, and has also worked on itself to remove the negative stuff. You should also create a win-win situation for this person, to keep this person in your life for a certain period until you learn the lessons, until you integrated everything, and then keep this person as a friend for the long term, because you never know what kind of collaboration, what kind of situation can happen. And that's how you should perceive life. That's how you should live life. That should be your habit moving forward, in your reality, and seeing every person as an investment, seeing every connection as a learning process. Okay, while protecting your energy, while protecting your values, because you should make yourself always the number one priority. You are number one priority, and all the external people, it's like, it's great, have good moments, see it as a moment to learn, see it as a moment to enjoy, but never lose yourself, never lose your own values, never lose your own thinking. Be authentic and integrate the lessons, but never become a copy. Okay, you can learn, you can integrate, you can absorb, but if you absorb, you get everything, also the toxicity. So once you're doing that, get back in your own energy, learn the lessons, edit, adapt your routines, adapt your thinking, your actions, and then create better results. And it's like a constant movement of evolving. And then once you've done that for a while, you build a lot of connections that have a positive image of you. And then if you are selling something or you want to do something or whatever, or you need something, you can always reach out to these people, to these connections. And then there's never a lack anymore in your life because you've built strong connections around you. And that's the power of life, building a lot of strong connections with highly effective people. And then there's never lack in your life because you have surrounded yourself with the right people. And that's the real power. Okay, I really hope this video helped you out. If you need any help with that, click on the link below. And yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, give me a comment, and then I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.